Welcome to the day 4 of the complete course in Virtual Assistant with Express Tech Academy. Today we are going to be focusing on three major things that have to do with virtual assistant. Number one is internet research. Number two is data entry. And number three is meeting arrangement. I'm going to teach you step by step how to do every of them with complete practicals. But before we dive in, please, I would like you to go through the first video on the introduction to virtual assistant, the second video on how to use Google Workspace tools and CRM tools as a virtual assistant, and the third video on how to manage your clients' travel arrangements professionally. If you have not done so, please kindly check the video description. You'll find the videos there to help yourself before you join us. Now we will take each of them one by one. The first one is internet research. Internet research is you just researching something on the internet for your clients. You must give you a topic, you research. We have three types of internet research. Number one is informational research, where you just have to research to just get information to your data to put on either your MS Word or your Excel. Number two is in-depth research. In-depth research is when you do research by looking up some things on your scholarly articles, or you can look on articles that have been published, like academic articles, journals, etc. And the last one is data compilation. Of course, when you research, whether it's in-depth or informational, you have to compile the data and all of that. We are going to teach you that step by step. So when we're done with the internet research, will now go to data entry and meeting arrangement. It's going to be brief. Please stay with us. Please, if you have not liked this video, please kindly like it. If you have not subscribed to the video, please kindly subscribe to the channel. I'm glad you are doing this for me. Thank you very much. Now let's go in. Before you research on Google, you have to know the exact thing you are researching. For this course, we are going to be researching on the best project management tools for automation workflow. So your own may be different, your own may be kind of different from what we are talking about. You just have to do it. Now let's go to Google. We'll come to Google and we put best project management tools for automating workflow, and then we click. You could put .pdf because we need all the work that appears in PDF. So we have to come down and then we select. We see that we are seeing PDF automation. Let's open this one and it's going to open for us. Of course, you see that these are the article. Okay, these are the article. The article here is kind of nice. It's still loading, so you can now go through all this article, read it, and jot down the ones that are good, the important point, the summary, so that you can be able to give to your boss. You need to know how to do this research. Let's click on another link. This one is introduction to workflow management systems. All right, so you have to click on it. Of course, it takes you to a real PDF where you're going to find the whole work. All right, so see, this is the article. Of course, you are seeing that this is a PDF. So you have to read it, jot down some important points in order for you to use for your boss. All right, so you have to know how to search this on Google, whether your phone or your laptop. Now in searching, you can use plus or minus attached to whatever you are typing to separate what you want and what you don't want. That's why you put a plus or minus. And then the next one is you can use asterisk. It's kind of, let's say if we put best and then we now put asterisk, you can see that it has shown us a lot of things. It's showing us best restaurants you now choose. That's how to do that. Now when you are done with all this, you are done with some of this information. Let's say this is a summary of all what you have jotted down from this. You need to read thoroughly. All right, so you now come to Google Docs. I've taught you this. Come to Google Docs and then you now make a summary. Now there's one thing in making a summary. Let's paste that in here. Now there's one thing you need to know under this summary. Let it not be too plenty, let it not be too lengthy, because your boss does not have the time. That's why he wants you to do research and give him a summary so that he will understand. All right, you can just do that and then make it bold. Let's say this is the heading. You can now make it bold, and then of course you can take it to the center, and always ensure that your work is looking nice. You can do this from your phone, you can do this from anywhere. And of course at the end of that place, you can now put source. you can put source. You can now put the let's come back to the document. You see that it's an introduction to is a ng free repository. All right, so let's copy this link like this. Let's copy the link, and then we come back here, and then we put source. We put in infos. I think that is info what? Info repository. If that is it, then we say this is source, and then of course we put it here under the source. You can now highlight it and then come to where you see link here, and then you paste the link directly to the website so your boss can verify your work. All right, so it's now looking good, so you make it look good, and then of course you share here, copy the link, send it to your boss. Always remember to put it on anyone with the link so that your boss can be able to see the link. All right, so that is that for the research. All right, so of course you can research with Google like I've just taught you, but then there are websites where you can as well research. One of the website is Google Scholar. So you come to Google Scholar, and then of course you can see check the website name. You can see Google Scholar. I've not seen it. Maybe I didn't type it well, so I put Nigeria. Google Scholar. We need the direct. Okay, this is the website, googlescholar.com. So we now come here, and then of course you can now type in exactly what we can. Let's say best project management tools for automation workflow. All right, so this is it. Okay, so now click on okay. Under Google Workspace, they will have to give you articles on written by scholarly people that you can need. So you can see a lot of them here. You can now download some of them and read. Now, one of the place as well to look for scholarly articles is a place we call Google. It's a place we call Statista. So come to Statista. I'm giving you a lot of website now so that you can be able to go. This is Statista. You can come here, and then of course there's also a place for you to type in what you are searching for, and articles around that area will come up, and then you now be able to now choose the one you like, read it, summarize it, make it on a Google platform, a Google Docs, and send to your boss. All right, so the next one also as well that you can look for this thing is can get information is called answer public. All right, so you can come to this and can see answer public. All right, you can go to answer public. Of course, you see answer public here, you can now click on it, and then when we click on it, it's going to open us to the real website where we are going to see a lot of articles. But you need to understand that all these websites I'm giving to you, you need to, when you go to the website, you need to put in what you are looking for. Like for this particular course, we are looking for best project management tools for automation workflow. So you need to put all these things here. If you are looking for your own in business, put it. If your boss is into real estate and you have something for you to research on real estate, please also put it. It must not necessarily be this one we are using. All right, so the network here is okay, of course it's here. Of course, it's showing this answerpublic.com. So we can now put our topic we are looking for, and then we click on search. It's going to search it and give you a lot of articles. So you can do this from your phone, you can do this from anywhere. If your phone is not working, please turn it to desktop mode. It will actually work. All right. Now you can also use AI. All right, you can also use AI to search for whatever you are looking for. AI like Gemini AI, GEMINI, Gemini AI. We also have ChatGPT AI. We have a lot of AI, but the one that is the best and I want you to use is ChatGPT. So you come to chatgpt.com or openai.com, and of course it's going to give you an interface that if you have not registered, you can just register with your email. It's completely for free. Register with your email and your name and your password, then you open it to bring it to here, then you now paste what you say best project management tools for automation workflow, and then you click on you click on enter. So the AI is going to write, it's going to bring in a lot of articles. It's not going to although it's going to look like AI, but it's going to research the internet to give you all this information. Now look at it. Number one, click up and there's a link here to see that the work is very simple. But there's one thing you need to understand when you are using AI. Please always confirm from your boss, your clients, whether you should use AI. Please, this is very important. Do not use AI to do their research when they are not aware. I know that AI is on rampant, everybody is needing AI, but then you need to confirm from them if you should actually use AI. Alright, so you can use ChatGPT like this, like I just said. ChatGPT is good, it has given you a lot of information. All you have to do is copy. You can access this on your phone, you can access it from anywhere. The one of the second best AI again is Gemini AI. Gemini AI is an AI owned by Google. Alright, ChatGPT is owned by OpenAI, but Gemini is owned by Google. So you can also come to Gemini AI. Of course, if you have registered, to bring you. If you have not registered, you can just put your name and your email to bring you here, and then you can now put okay. Let me just put just one thing. Alright, so okay, so now put this and click. Of course, it's going to generate articles a lot, and then you're going to use them. All these articles are real-time articles, but then confirm from your boss if you should actually use them. So you can see that it has generated everything. AI is here to help us. Don't allow it to just be like that. Instead of you reading the whole of put this PDF and scholarly, there's a way to use AI which I just showed you. Put in what you want, and the thing is going to come up for you. If you have any problem using them, please kindly tell me on the comment section and I will do that. Please, if you have not liked this video, please kindly like the video. Please kindly follow me. It doesn't take data to click on the subscribe button. It doesn't take data to like. You are appreciating my work and I'm appreciating you for doing that as well. All right, so that is that. Of course, I say when you are done, you can prepare, you can just copy them like that, go to Google Docs and then prepare a summary and all of that. Put the source. If it's OpenAI or ChatGPT, Gemini, or you use Scholarly, Statista, Google, etc., always put the source there so that your boss can always checkmate your work. These men are big men. They will not always take your word, except they know that you're a professional. They always try to cross check because they don't want errors, they want quality. Remember one of the skills of a virtual assistant from day one: quality excellence. So always try to proofread your work, and don't come and put anything on AI, copy everything direct. Always checkmate some of them. Now when you are done with this all this work like this, then you need to be careful of grammar, and you need to be careful of um grammar, and also you need to be careful of the structure. I mean, your work needs to be authentic. All right, so you can use tools like grammarly.com. I will not go there, but I'm going to show you how it looks like. Grammarly.com. So when you go to grammarly.com, it's going to ask you, of course, all these websites, you need to register with your link. It's completely for free, right? But then you need to register. I think we didn't get the right one. All right, so let me come here and put Grammarly, and then see this is here, grammarly.com. You now click it, register your name, and then it will show you a place where you want you to put your work. So copy all your work, put it there. Let me do one so that it will be very simple for this class. So let me just say let me delete this, and so let me come back to ChatGPT. Let me come back to ChatGPT, click on this, and then it's going to generate everything here, and then I'm going to copy all of them and go to Quillbot. So there are two websites to correct your grammar and make your word look good with quality. So where you have mistake, it will help you correct it, right? So there are two of them. One of them is Grammarly, like I just showed you. The next one is Quillbot, and this Quillbot I want to do practically. So we want to go to Quillbot, and then of course Quillboard is going to load. You need to register again with your email. All these websites, please, as you are attending this lecture, be writing them down. All right, so this is Quillboard. We will click on this link again, and then it's going to bring us to this interface you are seeing. All right, so this interface you are seeing. I should be already logged in. So we want to check grammar. So we want to check our grammar. So we click on check grammar, and of course it shows us a place here to paste our text. So we'll now paste our text here, and of course it's going to analyze everything to show us where there is typographical error, where there is any spelling mistake, where there is English problem or all of that. And then you're going to see it occur 32 grammar suggestion, accept all. You accept all of them, but I didn't log in, that's why. So when you accept all of them and then you are done, the next thing is for you to as well copy it before you now paste to Google Docs and arrange your work. This helps your work to have good quality, and as well helps your work to be excellent. Please always use Quillbot or Grammarly to check your grammars. It makes sense. All right, now we are done with that. We are now going to do data entry research. Of course, this is the research. We have done everything here. Now the next thing for us to do now is to now compile some of these things. Maybe if some of them has financial, all these statistics like numbers, and all, maybe to prepare a table and all of that, you now do data entry. Most of the jobs I'll be sending to you guys are jobs of data entry. You do research, you now put data entry, right? So we are going to come to Google again, your Chrome. If you have Chrome on your phone, or if you don't have it, you can download Google Sheet from Play Store, or you can come here. You see Google Sheet here. We come here, click on Google Sheet. Google Sheet is just like an Excel. Then we click on blank screen. It's just completely like an Excel. All right, it's just the Google form of an Excel. So it does everything like an Excel. So we come here now. Let me show you how to enter data. Let's say the tools we were researching the tools for automation, right? So let's say for this, we'll now put here a tools name, and then the next one will now be, let's say, AI feature. Of course, we are looking at AI features, the AI tools, and then of course we say what is their pricing plans, and then of course let's say integration option. Okay, now it runs into this line. So the next thing you need to do is come here, hold it and drag it so that it will fit in. I don't know if you see what I did. If the thing is running into another line, come here, hold it and drag it. It will come to this line. It can happen on your phone too. Okay, what are one of the tools? One of the tools are Asana. Asana is one of the tools I'll be teaching you in this course, so pay close attention. What are the AI features? Is Stack. And then what is the pricing plan? Let's say $500. And then what is the integration plan? Let's say Stack is using Zapier. So this depends on everything you're doing. Let's put one again. Let's say we saw ClickUp there, all right? So let's put ClickUp, and then of course, what is the AI feature? This one will be workflow. And then of course maybe this one may be costlier. With this one maybe let's say $700. And then of course the integration aspect will now be, let's say you can integrate it on Google Calendar and also Zapier. So you can see that is it. Of course it runs to another line again, hold it again, drag it here so that it will actually fit in. All right, so you can see that this is how it looks. If you have any question, please ask me. Now we want to make this one bold, so we highlight everything on this first one here. We come here and make it bold so that the first one will be bold. This is how to impute data here on this particular chart. It looks simple. Okay, for example, let me do something again. Let's say we are researching about currency. All right, so let's say we put here, and then let's say for this one we put naira. Then let's say we put dollar here, and then let's say this one we put pounds. Let's say we put cedis, etc. So in the year 2022, dollar was 1,600, for example, and then dollar was 1, to pounds was 2, for example, $3 was 5. all of that. In the year 2023, we have naira was 1,400. All these things are not correct, please. And then let's say pounds was 2, and then pounds is 3. Oh no, I've put 3. Let me use 4. 5, and then this one is 4. Of course, you can see that this is how to put your data. So it's very simple like this. You can now highlight this again, and then of course you can bold it, you can increase it to be big. Right, so it looks very simple, right? This is how to do it. Now, there is something that you need to know as a virtual assistant. Sometimes you may need to convert this thing to a bar chart or like a chart. So what you need to do is highlight everything, come to insert, then you come to chart, and then when you come to chart, it's going to create this kind of chart for you. Then you now come to chart type at here, and then you now select the real one that you want. Let's say we want this one. It's going to select it. But if we don't want that one, we want like a circle, we can now click on circle. It's not showing because we don't have enough data there. So let's just click this one here and make it look like this. Of course, you see that this chart here is representing the whole of these numbers. So this is how to do it. Please, I know that this may be in a rush form, but everything here is not rush. Learning takes time. Please sit down and do it. This is the reason why I'm your mentor. Always come to my DM if you have problem, but don't rush things. Always step by step. Alright, so when you are done, you can name it here. Let's say Dennis work. Right, and then you can click here to download, and then of course you can insert anything you want to insert. If you want to insert an image, can insert an image, can insert a table. Let's insert an image. Let's say insert an image to sell, and then you can now bring in an image from my background. All right, so then you can do anything at all you want to do here. Is make simple, completely simple for you. So that there's an image here already in the cell, so it's as simple as that. So there are a lot of things here you can check, can see format, see this and all of that. This is what it is. Now there is something I want to also let you know here. All right, now if you are done with this work, how do you now submit this work to your boss? If you have done this, there's no need. I know that you can come here and download, click on download, and then download as PDF or open document. I know, but then the simple way to do it, which is professional as for you as a virtual assistant, don't submit a document, submit a link. So come here, click here, copy the link, send to your boss. When your boss click it, you come here, you will see it. But remember, I also used to say that before you copy the link, always put the link on anyone with the link. Either you copy the link with you click here and put it on anyone with the link, or you put your boss email here and give him access to this document. This is very important. All right, so that's how to do data entry. Data entry requires accuracy, so you don't need to rush over it. It requires accuracy and require attention to details. So when you're doing all those research, jot down some things and be careful with it, so that when you are inputting them here, it will be important for you. All right, so of course your typing must be very good. Of course, you can have some good speed and all of that. Sometimes you can take surveys. Let's say your boss go to take surveys of how many companies he has, how many of his competitors are in Lagos State, for example. If he goes there, or maybe he goes there and he begin to take all those surveys, you begin to take in a leisure aspect. In a leisure part of Lagos, we have 3 parts. You now come here and put a leisure. You put the date you went there, and then you put the number of houses. If it's in real estate or his business, you put there. If he goes to Ajegule site, all right, is that Ajengule or how do they call it? Then you now put the Ajengule site, you put the date you went there, the number of people that went there, and the number of competitor he has there with their names. This is how to arrange things. Ensure that you are detailed. All right, so that's how to do that. So of course you can always hide. Remember, you cannot insert this table to chart until you highlight. So that is that for both internet research, data entry, and of course we are done with all of that. So now we are now moving into meeting arrangement. So please, if you want to move with us, kindly help me subscribe. Let's go. All right, now in your meeting arrangement, you need to understand something, that when your boss is having meetings, you as a virtual assistant, you are the one to take minutes. Very important, right? You are the one to take minutes and you're the one to take notes. There is difference between minutes and there's difference between meeting minutes and meeting notes. Meeting minute is when you get everything that is in a meeting, you write everything or you record them. I'm going to show you how to do that. And then meeting note is taking some points that are important. So your boss needs the two of them. He needs both the meeting minute and the meeting note. The meeting note is most time called the summary of the meeting. So sometimes if they are attending the meeting online, he may want you to attend the meeting with him on Google Meet, like I've been showing you. If you are attending the meeting anywhere, he will actually want you to be there as a virtual assistant. So you are the one to take every attendance. As a matter of fact, most times you are the one scheduling the meeting. So it's important that you learn how to be in the meeting, take down some notes, and remember I told you that virtual assistant is just like a PA. You being a PA, personal assistant to him. So it's just the same thing. You are the one helping him to do everything, right? So now let's show you exactly how to do the whole of that job. All right. Now, in the this I'm going to drop the link of this particular template I'm using in the description of this video so that you can use it safely. So now we are going to use Canva. That's why I dropped a video for you to use Canva. We have been using Canva. Canva is easy for us to use. So we come to canva.com. It's going to open the interface for us like this. If you have been following us from the beginning, Canva should not be new to you by now. Please download it from Play Store or you can use the web version. So you can come here and then you now put in the meeting, right? We have three parts of the meeting. Number one is before the meeting. Number two, during the meeting. Number three, after the meeting. Before the meeting, we have what we call meeting agenda. So on your Canva, you just come here and type meeting agenda. Meeting agenda. All right, meeting agenda templates. All right, so it's going to open some templates for you. Of course, you see that we have a lot of templates here. We have a lot of them here. We have plenty of them. You have meeting agenda. We have plenty of them. So it's for you to now choose the one that you like. So we are going to choose this one. And like I said, I'm going to put this in the description of the video. All right, so now we come here, you edit it. It's a template, and this one is completely for free. So you can use it from anywhere. You don't need to pay any money. So let me increase it so that you'll be able to see. All right, so let me increase it so that you'll be able to see. Okay, so this is it. Now, what is the date of the meeting? Recorded by, you can put your name. So before you do that, some of these things are not editable, right? So you can now come here, click a text, add a text. You should know how to do this by now. So recorded by, you now put your name. My name is Dennis. As you, the virtual assistant, now decrease it and then pick it and drop it here. All right, now let me change it from there. So I now click it and then I duplicate it rather. What is the date? Then you now put the date. Let's say the date is 10th July. Today is not 10th July, but let me select today is 10th July 2025. So I will now bring it like this. I'll bring it like this and I'll now put it inside of here. So I duplicate it again. What is the location? The location is Google Meet. Google Meet. And then of course you're seeing the way I'm doing it is very simple. I'm going to put the same templates on again. What is the time? The time that time the meeting start was 10 a.m. All right, so 10 a.m. and then you're going to click and duplicate it. Who is the facilitator? Your CEO may be the facilitator or your boss may be your facilitator. So you can put your boss name as Car is my boss. So I can just put it here and then I click duplicate it again. Prior to meeting, what happened before meeting? So you can just put that option here and type whatever happened to the meeting. Then of course, let's say prayer happens before the meeting, for example, and then of course you can duplicate it again and then meeting name. What is the meeting all about? Maybe the meeting is for let's say briefing of accounting records. Okay, or let me not put accounting record. Let me say briefing of workers performance. Let me say that was the purpose of the meeting. So you can now arrange it properly like this and then you can now, let me reduce it. can now ensure that it looks nice. My own is not looking nice because I'm not trying to make anything perfect here. What is the meeting subject? And then you can just put it here again. And then put it here again, and then of course you duplicate it again, and then you can now put what is the when the meeting ended is when you put, maybe let's say the meeting lasted for 1 hour 30 minutes, so you now put 11:30 a.m. Please ensure that you put the right time. Your boss may be taking notes of all this one. Time taker, who takes the time? Maybe you are the one who takes the time. Okay, Dennis. And then who was the timekeeper? Maybe let's say the person who takes the timekeeper was the HRO. You now put the HRO during the meeting and all of that. All right, so now this is it. Start time. We are done from up here. Everything is here is all right, right? So now we now come here, duplicate again. We come here. Of course, you can see start time. You say discussion. Now maybe this start time and discussion there, maybe the first thing you discussed under here was prayer. The first thing you did was prayer, and then the time was exactly 10 a.m. 10 a.m. All right, the duration of the time, the prayer, maybe it lasted for 5 minutes. Now put it here and put 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Then of course desired outcome, it was positive, is prayer, nothing much. And then of course you duplicate it again, like let's say you duplicate it again and come to the next one here. Let's say the next thing was opening speech, opening speech by CEO. And then of course you can now put it here like this, duplicate it, and then come here. The opening speech lasted for how many minutes? Let's say it lasted for 10 minutes. Then you can now put 10 minutes here again. You are seeing that everything is going well, right? It's just for you to follow it step by step. This is very important. I may not be able to finish it, but you need to finish it because this is what we'll be using for your portfolio. I'm going to be sending you jobs, and before we send you jobs, we'll create a portfolio for you. That's my job for you. I will do it. I will create we'll teach you how to create a resume, but you will create all those things with all these things you have been doing. They're important, so keep them and submit them. I'm seeing all of them on the group. If you are watching it on YouTube and you're not on my group, please kindly send me a DM. All right, so that is that for that. And then of course you can call your action items. Maybe at the end of the meeting, the boss asks somebody to maybe fix a particular thing before so day. You know what is action, so you now put it here. Let's say Dennis was asked to submit file to another company in three before, okay, let's say before Friday. All right, so you now put it and then you put it here. So action taken, then you put the deadline and all of that. So you can see that everything here is looking so sweet. This is how to do meeting agenda. Remember I said during meeting, three things happen. Before, all right, this is before. This is, you do this, before the meeting. You do all this agenda. So all this agenda, what you need to do is you are putting all of these things before the meeting, but it's during the meeting that you are updating the time. Please note this. It's during the meeting that you're updating the time. So you put all of this and all of that. This looks good. So maybe your boss already told you ahead of time what they're going to discuss there. He will send it to you. That's why you need to be a proactive virtual assistant. He will send it to you and then you update it. Then during the meeting, then when this is taken, you now put the time, you put the duration, you put the desired outcome. But for this, what is being discussed at this thing, all these things are important. That's why you need to attend the meeting. If you have anything you don't understand, please kindly comment, tell me on the comment section, not in my DM. On the comment section, I'm always in the comment section, or my PA will respond to you, or I will respond to you. Most of the times I'll be the one to respond to you. So this is it. All right, now we are done with this. You can now schedule your meeting with your peers on Google. The first, after you have edited this, the first thing you need, the next thing you need to do is you now schedule this meeting with your friends or with the people that will be attending that meeting on Google. So for you to do that, you can come here and of course go to Google Calendar. And when you come to Google Calendar, you are now going to say that meeting is supposed to hold on the 10th. I put it on the 10th, right? So you can now click here. You can now click here and then put the meeting title. The meeting title is workers performance, right? Workers performance, and then you put the time is July 10 and all of that. Everything is in order here. Then you now put the guest. Maybe the HRO will attend, the AI educator will attend, the video editor will attend, the writer will attend, digital marketer will attend, and everybody in the company and some of the people in the company that will attend. Or you should already have their email. Put their email here, and when immediately you put their email, and the Google Calendar is going to send an email directly to them. When you save this, it's going to send an email directly to them with a link. Of course, you are going to add Google Meet Zoom here, schedule a meeting here, and then the link is going to be sent to them to appear. If they did not receive the email, please kindly copy the link here and then send it to them in order to join the meeting ahead of time. Of course, you should be able to know how to schedule a meeting by now, so I don't want to waste time here. So this is it. Location, of course, you see that this is Google Meet here. So this is how it is. You can now connect this already and do that. Okay, so you are done with the first step, but before then, let me say something. When you schedule a meeting here and all of that, you copy the link and then you come here to your meeting agenda. You can find a way here to put the link. You put a, let's say this is meeting link, for example. So we just put, let's say this meeting, we just put meeting link and the meeting link. And of course, you are going to highlight it. Of course, you should know how to add a link by now, and then you toggle this on and then you put that link here. You put it okay. But most of the times I'm just putting it here because I just see a space to put it. But most of the time, put it at the end of this thing. All right, whether you put it at the end of your document or you can put it very close to the top of your document, so that when you share this meeting agenda with your colleagues, you'll be able to click it here. And now you are going to share this meeting agenda with some of your colleagues, right, that will be attending that meeting. So it's for you to come here, click on share, and of course to copy link. But remember, always give them access to view it. So you click on view access, and then you can click on either for them to, they can edit it if they can, and then you copy the link. This is very, very simple, right? Very simple, very simple. They may not, the way you click it, like I showed you, the complete agenda may not be full because you have not added the time and all of that, blah, blah, blah. But then, of course, you should know how to manipulate all of these things. They are there to know exactly what the meeting will be all about, each of the time that everything will be talked about. Very simple like that. So now, during the meeting, you now take notes. We are done with the first one, before the meeting. The second one is during the meeting. During the meeting is when you now take meeting notes and take meeting minutes. All right, now jot down important points. When the meeting is going on, you can be jotting down some important point, that is meeting notes. Now, but for taking the whole minute of the meeting, you may not be able to take the whole minute while you're jotting down the notes. What you need to do is you need to use a recorder and record the meeting when it's going on. Please, this is important. But before you do that, you can let your boss know, because what you'll be using to record the whole meeting is an AI. I'll be showing you here. But then, before you use any AI to do any task, always ask your boss. AI, not everybody likes AI. So your boss may not want you to use AI. Always take permission from him. So when you record with an AI, after the meeting, you can now transcribe the AI. All right. So if you want to just record the AI and come and just be transcribing, it will take you time. But when you record, you can use AI to transcribe it. And I'm going to show you some AI that is going to be very helpful. So when you want to record and transcribe with AI, you can use something like Fireflies. You can use something like Octa AI. Octa AI. You can use something like Read AI. All right. You can use this one to record and transcribe your audio. But the one we are going to be focusing on this class is Fireflies. Octa AI is good. Read AI is good to record your meeting and transcribe after for the meeting. But when you transcribe, use Quillbot or Grammarly to check everything. So now we are going to come to Google, and then we are going to type Fireflies. Of course, you are going to register with the Fire. It's not Fireless, so it's Fireflies. Alright, so this is fireflies.ai.com. So I'm going to click it. I have an account with them already, so it's going to bring you to this interface. Right, where it's going to tell you get started. So I'll click on get started. I already have an account with them, so the only thing I need to do now is it will bring me directly here. But your own, it may prompt you to register with your Google or register with your email, which is very simple. When you register immediately, to bring you to this interface. Now, of course, you can see here, we see that we have meetings. We have meeting status, playlist, contact, etc. Our focus is on meetings. So we click on meetings, and then of course it's just going to bring us here, transcribe your first meeting. So you can schedule the meeting such that the way you schedule it from your calendar is the way you schedule it here, so that you link these two together, so that when the meeting is going on, Fireflies is already recording it, and when you are done, it will automatically transcribe it for you. Alright, so let's say at or when you are not done, when you transcribe it with another one, with maybe you record it with another software and you want to transcribe using Fireflies, you can upload it. But when the meeting one is going on live and you want to do that, you can also do that. But the best to do is always to schedule it with the same time that you schedule on your calendar, so that when the meeting starts, the AI is going to start recording, and after it's going to transcribe it. So we're not going to go into details, but see it. You can click on schedule, and then of course schedule with Google Calendar. So we click on Google Calendar. So it's going to open us to Google Calendar. So of course we already have it here. Now let's click here and discard. But I just recommend that before you go to Google Calendar to schedule a meeting, come to Fireflies first. Schedule everything from here. When you schedule everything from here, it's going to work automatically in Fireflies. So when you schedule it, it's going to schedule from Fireflies. So see it, Fireflies. So that when the meeting begins on Google Meet, the recording begins on Fireflies immediately. So instead of you to start creating and scheduling your meeting on calendar, when if you want to use Fireflies, please go and do it in Fireflies first, because Firefly will still bring you to this particular Google Calendar. I hope that is clear. If you like it or if you understand, please kindly subscribe and like the video. Right? Ask any question, I'll be able to answer you. So that's Fireflies. So you can ask your clients first. But before you use any AI, please ask your client. I still emphasize this because not everybody likes this AI that we are using. So let's come back to Fireflies. Of course, you can see here, that's the most important thing here, because what I want to use this to do is just to schedule at a meeting or upload the meeting. All right, so you can just transcribe this. There's a limit to which you can do anyway. So they have say 800 minutes left. So if your meeting is up to 800 minutes, they may likely update some of all these things. So this is very nice and it's very simple to use. So that's all for Fireflies. So we still have something like Otter AI. Otter AI. I don't have an account with Otter AI, but you can use it. I have an account with this is it. You can use otterai.com. Then the next one is Read AI. Read AI. So you just have to register. You can register in all of them. I have an account with this one. You can register in all of them and see the one that is good for you, so that you can be able to go. Please, this course is becoming a bit tough. But one thing I always advise is that please, you cannot understand at once. Always fall back. Always fall back. When you are done like this and you want to do assignment and you did not get it, go back to the video again. Before you rush to ask questions, think, go back again. But you can as well ask your question anytime, right? So that's that for that. Of course, when when the AI Fireflies or Otter AI or Read AI does the work for you, please copy it and go to Quillbot or go to Grammarly and check the grammar of that AI. It will correct everything. You fix it with a click, like I showed you. Very simple. And then from there, you can even summarize it on Quillbot. You can summarize the whole work on Quillbot and use as your notes. But your note is important that you take them during the meeting. All right. So now the last part of this meeting arrangement is after the meeting. We have talked about before the meeting when you use meeting agenda, And then the second one is during the meeting, when you take meeting notes, meeting minutes using Fireflies and all of that. And the last one is after the meeting, where you'll be able to now go to Canva and then put it on this thing. So now let's go to Canva. Let's go to Canva, and then of course we are going to go to Canva, and then we are going to type in minute. So I know that you have already written everything down, but you want them to be in a single sheet, so that everything will look simple. That is the aim of using all these templates. If not, you can type them on Google Docs. If you get your meeting notes, you get your Google Doc meeting minutes, you can type everything on Google Docs. But why we are using all these templates is so that your work will be look simple and look clean and excellent for your boss to look. Here you can also add links. It makes everything look plain. Right? So the first one was meeting minutes. This one is meeting. Sorry, the first one was meeting. The first one was meeting agenda. This one is meeting minutes. Now we now click on OK. I'm also going to put the templates we will use for this one in the description. So you can see that this is a meeting minute. So we have to look for the one that is good for us. So I will also put this one. Okay, let me use this one. So we now click on this one and then click on customize. When we click on customize, it's going to bring us to this particular aspect. This is a good template and it's free for those of you using phone and all of that. So this meeting minutes, you can now change this to put your logo or the logo of your company and the name of your company. So let's say the name of the company is Express Tech, and then the logo of the company is I don't have the logo of the company close, but I don't want to waste time, so let me just use this CapCut logo. Then you now put it here. It now looks a bit okay, right? And now you put the date. Of course, you are seeing the date here. You put the date of the meeting, then add attendees, how many people attended. You are supposed to jot down how many people attended, take attendance. The HRO attended, the content writer attended, the digital marketer attended, the field marketer attended, the secretary attended, the P, the boss, anybody in the company that attended the meeting, you take them down here. And of course, what was the agenda? In a brief format, you put the agenda here. And then what this update, you change it to discussion, right? This update changes to discussion points stroke decisions. So decisions, what was discussed and what decisions were taken. So if you check on the other part, I didn't put it here, but if you check on the meeting agenda, you see where we are talking about discussion and we see action taken. It's the same thing here. Discussion points stroke this decision taken. All right, discussion points or decision taken. So you have to write them here. Okay, Dennis was sent to submit a document so way, with that's the action points, and that's what was discussed. You just frame it like that, and then this is the action points and all of that. So this is it. Then the final announcement, then maybe what was the final thing boss concluded with in the meeting and all of that. So you're going to do all of that, and then when you are done, you're going to check the correction of this. And this document is not supposed to be sent to anybody anyhow. You're supposed to send it to your boss, or if your boss wants this particular document to be sent to everybody, like some companies will actually want you to send minutes to everybody, so that everybody will see their action point, what they were supposed to do before the next meeting. You can now send them to them. And of course, when you're sending to them, please do not send in document or just go to download it. Always click here and copy the link and send. I'm glad you got to this point. This means that you are serious. This means that you mean business. This means that you want to succeed with this skill. And I'm glad I will help you do that. See, the joy of this is that at the end of this course, I will suggest jobs to you, put you in a community where jobs will be given to you, you will apply. That is why if you don't understand anything, please call me back. It may look tough from the beginning, but please go through them again. If you don't understand, call me to my attention. I may even teach a particular part alone just because of you alone. So I mean business here and I want you to succeed. I will help you to do that if you just follow me step by step. So lastly, please kindly help me subscribe to the channel, like this video, and share it to your friends. Share this course to your friends. Let them be partaker of it. I love you, and I will see you in the next section.